We dedicate this video to all the fans who love a good dose of secondhand embarrassment. Without wasting anyone's time, let's dive into moments where MMA personalities showed that they had a black belt in cringe. Luke Rockhold. Luke, what on earth were you doing with your hands? Rockhold has been picked on a lot during his career, so we'll keep this short. Diaz, obviously a bit more fluent in hand gestures, let the hand signs rip when the camera was on him. Rockhold tried to hang in there with Diaz, but he ended up looking like someone who may have accidentally put on too much hand sanitizer. Rockhold is handsome and terrifying, but he'd simply be too powerful if he was suave as well. Thankfully, he was a bit awkward, or else he could have any girl he wants. Wait, never mind, he already can. Crazy Horse. Charles Bennett. What the heck, dude? Charles Bennett is either the most cringy or most entertaining personality in MMA. There's a thin line between the two, and he lives right on it. From cutting strange promos to entertaining the audience with his strange antics, Charles has it all. He even once claimed to knock out Pride's most fearsome fighter, Silva, with a sucker punch right after being choked out by Silva's teammate in a backstage altercation. This claim has never been confirmed, but he indeed doesn't want to be anywhere near the guy. Dana White. We're not going to kick this man while he and his family are down, but come on, Dana, you're better than this. As most of you know, Dana and his wife got into a physical altercation, and well, that's obviously not great. This isn't the first time Dana has been caught on camera doing something he shouldn't have. Colby Covington once approached White while he was gambling. White was not too stoked to have a camera on him, especially not when he was with a random lady. We're not sure what she was doing with White, but she very obviously, you guessed it, did not want to be on camera. Whether this is embarrassing on Dana's end, her end, or Colby's end, it's certainly got a place on the list. Johnny Walker celebration. Remember when Johnny Walker fought at UFC 235 and ended up doing some serious damage to his shoulder? The embarrassing part is it came after a beautiful performance. Walker had just beaten Misa Cherkinov in under a minute and went on to celebrate while trying to engage in the worm, not that worm, the worm. Yeah, now you got it. Unfortunately, he did some gnarly and regrettable damage to his shoulder. In the end, it had him sidelined for most of the year. The moment seems to be a bit funny when we look back, but at the time, it indeed carried a flavor of cringe. Anderson Silva taunting Chris Weidman. It's truly a gamble to taunt in MMA. For example, when Silva taunts mid-fight, he usually wins, and he looks so rad doing it. But when he taunted Weidman, things really didn't go his way like he had intended. After trying to clown Weidman with his usual antics and pretending to have weak knees, Chris Weidman caught him midway and gave him weak knees for real this time around. This moment is forever enshrined in MMA annals as one of the most shocking endings to a title fight, and its highlight reel continues to be still played over and over again. I mean, the taunting is still pretty funny, but wow, that knockout must have felt really good for Chris. Hello, Japan. There's a time and a place, Dave. The place was right. I mean, he was in Japan and he said hello, but the timing, off. Oh, so off. Dave Gardner tried to start a conversation with the audience, not just mid-fight, but while submission specialist Shinya Aoki was on his back. Defend yourself at all times, right? Dave tried to clown around and talk to the fans, but he got a bit choked up while doing so.